and welcome to the 7th video lecture of Operations Research, Semester 4, Model number 3. This is Professor Prashant Birje, and in today's video lecture, we are going to have an introduction to the transportation problem or the transportation model. Now, in a previous class, we have completed model number 1, which was an introduction to operations research. Model number 2 deals with linear programming problem, but it is little difficult to teach it on online mode, so that is why I'm moving towards model number 3. Now, model number 3, as the name suggests, it deals with transportation. Many times what happens is uh, we require to transport either raw materials from the sites, that is from the mines or maybe wherever it is available, to the factories. Sometimes we need to transport finished goods or semi finished goods from the factories to the warehouses or maybe to the shops or dealers, distributors. So everywhere transportation is involved. If we see, transportation is one of the major costs that are involved in marketing, and hence it, as a manager, we have to look forward to reduce this transportation cost. If we cut this transportation cost, our total cost may decrease, and hence we may generate more and more profit. So, in this model, we are trying to find out how we can reduce our transportation cost. Now, if coming to the introduction part of transportation model, what are we going to do in transportation? If we see, the major aim of transportation is to find out optimum transportation cost, that is optimum transportation schedule, keeping in mind that the cost of the transportation is to be minimized. So the objective is very clear, that the cost of transportation of materials should be minimized, that is it should be lessened, it should be decreased. So this is the major objective of transportation, that is we have to reduce the cost of transportation. And also we have to find out what is the optimum transportation schedule. That is, for example, now suppose if you have a shop and you want to keep certain items in one particular item in your shop, and there are four different suppliers. So from where will you purchase uh, items to keep it in your shop? From supplier A, B, C, or D? Or if you're mixing and matching, how many items will you purchase or order from supplier A? How many how many items you'll order from supplier B? How many from supplier C? And how many from supplier D? So this is nothing but the transportation schedule, that is how many units you are gonna order from various suppliers. If we want to define transportation problem is a special type of lpp stands for linear programming problem. I've told you this is covered in model number 2, which we have skipped. So it is a special type of linear programming problem where the objective is to minimize the cost of distributing a product from a number of sources or origins to a number of destination. As I've said in my previous example, where you have a shop and you want to keep a particular item in the shop, and there are four different suppliers A, B, C, and D. Similarly, you may have four different shops at four different locations: S1, S2, S3, and S4. So S1 should get that item from which supplier and how many? S2 should get, shop number 2 should get items from which supplier and how many items? So this is nothing but what is covered in our transportation model. Much clarity about this you will get when we are solving the problems. So basically right now you can understand that transportation problem is uh, we deal with transportation problems to minimize the total transportation cost involved in distributing a product. So when you're distributing your product, you have generate transportation cost and you need to minimize it. And this can happen from certain origins are places from where the transportation starts, the starting point of your transportation. that is origins, to a number of destinations, that is the final point of your transportation destination, where is it going. So this is what the transportation model or transportation problem deals with. What are the applications of transportation problem? There are four main applications of transportation problem. From the definition, you might have understood directly that the most important application of transportation is to minimize the shipping costs. Shipping, that is transportation. So you need to minimize the transportation cost. That is why transportation model is used. Second one is to determine low cost locations, that is from which supplier you will get items at lowest cost. Now when we are talking about lowest cost, it includes the unit cost of the product, that is the cost of the product plus the transportation cost. So cost of the product will be same nearly everywhere, assuming that it is same everywhere. The only difference that is there, that happens, is because of the transportation cost. So you have to check where the transportation cost will be least, and from there you have to order your items. Then finding the minimum cost production schedule. Now this transportation problem can also be uh, used in production schedules, that is in production scenario. So various factories are there which are producing items. Now which factories or which machine can produce items at lowest cost, that is minimum cost. So this can be determined. Or what is the mix and match? Suppose if you have four factories or four machines, f1, f2, f3 and f4, and from which factories how many items you have to manufacture and you have to deliver, so that your total production schedule, that is total production cost, will be reduced. And lastly, as we have already covered in model number 1, OR actually started to develop during World War I and World War II. So hence this is widely used in military distribution system, military distribution of various logistics, which is supplied to the army, navy and the air force. So how this has to be done, how we can reduce the time, how we can reduce the cost, how we can reduce our supplies, that is resources, to supply these items. So this can be understood, and this is one of the major applications of transportation problem. So we have four main applications of transportation problem. So what are the types of transportation problems? Basically transportation problem can be divided into two types. One is the balanced transportation problem and unbalanced transportation problem. Now what is the difference between these two? A balanced transportation problem is one where the total supply equals the total demand. That is, total supply is equal to the total demand. I've told you in one of the example, suppose if you have four shops, S1, S2, S3 and S4, and you have four different uh, places from where you can order items to your shop, that is suppliers are there, four different suppliers, S1, S2, S3, S4. So when you are ordering items from them, if the total supply is equal to total demand, then it is known as balanced transportation problem. Whenever you are solving transportation model, remember, very important, whenever you are solving a transportation model, you have to check whether, the first step is you have to check whether the problem is balanced or not. If it is not balanced, then you have to balance the problem. How to balance the problem, we'll see when we are solving the problems. So the first step is always in solving problem, you have to check whether this problem is balanced. Only balanced transportation problem can be solved. The second type of transportation problem is unbalanced transportation problem. So because unbalanced transportation problem is one where the total supply is not equal to the total demand. That is, here the total supply is not equal to the total demand. So whenever you face such kind of a problem, whenever you come across these problems where you have unbalanced transportation problem, at that time you have to see that it should be converted into a balanced transportation problem by adding a dummy column or a dummy row. Now, solution to a transportation problem. Whenever we are solving a transportation problem, we are solving the transportation problem in two different phases or stages. Stage 1, deals with initial basic feasible solution. That is to find the initial basic feasible solution, also known as IBFS, initial basic feasible solution, IBFS. So first step is always to find out initial basic feasible solution. You have many different ways of finding the initial basic feasible solution, but for your syllabus you have only three different this methods to find out initial basic feasible solution. These are northwest corner method, or NWCM, northwest corner method. It is also known as northwest corner rule, so you may get it as NWCR. The next method is matrix minima method, MMM, also known as least cost method, LCM. The third one is Vogel's approximation method, known as VAM. Out of these, you may expect any one out of this for in 5 mark section, and in 10 mark section you will get both this together. So they will ask you to use any of these methods and use this method, second one, that is Modi method. We'll come back to that. So total 15 marks problems. Then once you find initial basic feasible solution, then you go for stage 2. That is, you have to check whether whatever answer you have got in stage number 1 is actually the lowest cost or not, or whether the cost can be still decreased. Here, after solving stage 1, you will get certain cost, whether that cost is the lowest cost or it can still be reduced. That is, you are checking for optimality, whether the solution you have got is optimal or not, that is lowest cost in this case. Two different methods are used for to find out optimality. The first one is the stepping stone method, and the second one is the modified distribution method, that is MODI method. In your syllabus you have only MODI method, so we shall stick only to this method. With this we end today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us. From the next lecture onwards, we shall start with some problems on transportation model. We'll start with northwest corner method.